most dangerous country in South America, so to speak. And hope to Buddha that my audio is working properly. The audio is still chopped up. My apologies. And credit to Med Oztok, that is basically Turkish, that made a little documentary about Venezuela. For my Venezuelans, madre es un pinche madre. Lemente, and en serio. I just had to mention him before we really warm up to the topic, right? Also, okay, he's supposed to be a dictator, right? Why would he give a peace sign? ¿Por qué? ¿Para qué? No tengo idea, hombre. No tengo idea. Y una más la foto del marido. ¡Mi catalubro! Eso es homosexual. I'm trying to make fun of him because he's a fucking awful man. I'll talk about him near the end of the video. Paco Gutierrez, 9 años, always wanted a Nintendo console. However, due to being extremely poor living in Venezuela, it was just a distant dream. Using his creativity with the help of his uncle, he made a cardboard of Super Mario game, posted on YouTube, and the video went viral, and thanks to the video, Nintendo CEO Doug Bowser traveled to Venezuela just to sue his family for $200 million. So basically, this is priceless. I'm guessing being poor is a crime. This is from Reddit, right? I had to share it because I got the Nintendo. This is the boy that designed this, right? If I had a ton of money in my pocket, I would pay this boy at least a free console, or hell, even more. Whatever money that he needs for his family. I just can't explain it. This is like the best gaming invention I've ever seen for a child. Okay? This is amazing. I do not know how to explain it. It's basically like, do you know how to explain this? It's like if he created like a Game Boy Advance, right? And I forgot to, and you can read that if you want to pause it, because they were doing like a little copy and pasta, and I think Soraya may enjoy this as well, because you know, she's at Venezuelan, she's Mexican, right? She likes how I like to talk about Creepypastas. Basically, I slowed the video down. It's supposed to be him that invented this, right? Not to mention, I saw that he had like a big bump on this, you know, madre escrita, you know, bajo. It's supposed to be Mario, even though he's not moving, right? What he invented it, if this is really him, which I can see it is, right? It's like 2 buttons, right? You got like the little red one, which is supposed to be the level that's scrolling. And then I'm guessing it's like the home button, but it's not the home button. It's supposed to be him jumping, which I think is really, really cool. Can I just say this in Spanish, geese? Muy, muy legal, hombre. Muy, muy legal. Okay, and basically Spanish and Portuguese. I had to share this because this got my... It's basically 9:36 right now, the 29th of November on a Friday, or 9:36, Noviembre 29, and you know, Viernes, no casando, pero en poco. And, you know, I had to just share this because this is just so cool. I do not know how the heck he invented this. This is amazing for kids out there that, you know, are in really poor countries that cannot afford, you know, I can't imagine how expensive gaming system is around South America. I can't imagine. I gotta look that up. But basically, I just found this today, right? You know, I'm guessing this was around a couple years ago, and I noticed that some child is wearing socks. I think this is supposed to be yo quería una escalera? No tengo idea. It looks like he's like in a school, right? And the floor is like really white, and that's supposed to be like a young little bear, because he's 9, right? So he's definitely, I could tell, in elementary, because I started, you started middle school when you were, I think, it's 9 and 10, right? I hope I'm getting this correct, because when I started the 5th grade, which is middle school, to the 8th, right? It's supposed to be ages, you know, 10 a 14 años. So basically, he is definitely in elementary school, and I was mind blown when I seen this. Because what does it say that Venezuela? It is definitely one of the most dangerous countries on earth. Porque de madre un presidente de Maduro, por ejemplo, fue Basically, look, he's a really evil man, a dictator, right? Or I used to like view a ton of documentaries about Venezuela, but that's before I got evicted because Peter Madri con el Calvary and Morgea Nombre Druana part of my language here. Basically, I'm reading one of the comments here, right? Because it's difficult to screenshot everything, and I deeply, deeply pardon that I can't get y'all interested. Okay, I am too poor to afford decent equipment to edit good videos, because if I do, the iMovie Maker will keep freezing, and I don't want to get a migraine. But someone from Venezuela named Negro Primero, okay? It basically means black first? I forgot. Wait, primero means first, right? Worst president we ever had. And negro's not an offensive term, by the way. It means black in Spanish. A big violator of human rights. Definitely a dictator. And not all the legitimate, poor, fraudulent elections. He's, I guess you could say he's kind of the one that run the country for those people, because they're known for having a lot of power, just really high crime rate, murder rate, and not to mention I heard about this Treno de la Gura, I can't pronounce the name. It's basically like a gang from the country of one of the prisons that migrated or traveled here illegally throughout the states. And I can see how a ton of people are not happy. Not to mention they're making their own people look awful. And I don't see Venezuelans as evil people. Every country has evil people, right? I'm sorry for being off topic. But I just want to just give like a little info about that man. Not to mention, let's just say that the country is so poor, right? They only earn around, yo creo, because I've been reading it, you know, yo leí en Google search bar. $230. Basically, let's just say, in like American currency, like how much my mother would give me on average a week. That's like 50 cents. You know, si cliente o si cliente 5 centos per mes. I literally would have like only 2 quarters a month, right, of money. So I'm surprised that most of the people that vote on my community posts that they could live off of $20 a week. I'm shocked. Okay, and I bet for my Venezuelans, if you live really poor, okay, and I'm surprised after seeing that man's video, the Turkish traveler, they don't look that poor. I mean, I thought we look kind of poor here. Trust me, we don't look like that out here where I'm from in my neighborhood. So, don't worry, it's safe here. At least most part it is. I don't feel danger at night. But besides that, I'm rambling here. Okay, maybe because of the homelessness I would see, though. So much empathy for poor countries. But the thing is, basically, behind it, the creepypasta, right? Nintendo, let's just say people making fun. It's not real, okay? I thought, like, why would this boy will go to jail? Someone made a joke about it because, oh, he's so poor that he would make a game out of cardboard, which I think is really awesome, honestly. That, oh, he needs to pay Nintendo $200 million or he goes to jail. First of all, he's 9, right? He's not even... Well, I think it'd be at least 10, at least here in the States, that's to do a crime, right? At least what I've been reading about that boy that wanted to touch shit up his school. And yes, they revealed his face. He looked pretty tall for a 10-year-old. He looked like he's like 13. So, trust me, I mean, he looks pretty big for a 10-year-old. I know 10-year-olds are small, but maybe that's just me because I'm really short, right? You know, story out. Porque, you know, no lo ato, no toro. It's hilarious. You know, Moitos also does to read those comments because of how, oh, Nintendo likes to sue people to get their ideas. If that was the case, then how come there's so many people that do like the Super Mario Sunshine, Eclipse, or Super Mario Galaxy mods, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you know, character mods like Shadow being playable? Nintendo would sue those people, right? Like 64 IRS or Master of Hyrule. I watched those YouTubers, at least it did in the past. They would have been sued, right? So it's supposed to be a joke because of how strict Nintendo is. At least for Pokemon they are, depending on the context, right? But he's not in jail, you know, he's not sued $200 million. That's practically 20% of the country's currency. Because I think I looked up, they only have like $1 million. I'm not sure though, right? I just know that Venezuela, at least what I've read and heard about, they're known for being really poor. So I'm a little shocked. It's a beautiful country. I love their flag. And not to mention when I left the archery one night, I did have it on video though, but it's probably on my other channel. I seen a Venezuelan sticker And I'm thinking, is this person from Venezuela? Like, this family? What? I was shocked because, well, we're known for having Mexicans here, right? Not Venezuelans. Well, we do have Cubans and even Puerto Ricans. Even, I think, Dion, is it Salvadorans or Guada? I think it's Salvadorans. But Venezuelans just shocked me. So, I have this shirt. I think this is like one of the best videos I've ever watched. It has no sound. So, that's why you couldn't hear anything. And I just think it's really cool. I just thought this would be a little entertaining, and para mis, Venezuelans, muchas gracias, por la espectacular mi video, even though the quality is muy pobre, pero, no tengo, option. I don't have, like, no tengo otro option. I don't have, like, another option, to do so. Hopefully that my Spanish isn't that bad, even though I do towards Mexicans. So, I mean, I'm sure that any Spanish speaker can understand me, right? Except for the swearing. So, besides that, I just thought I could actually bring this up. I do miss my apartment. Basically, yo quiero na mina pataño de regreso a mi. Yeah, it's been más than 3 meses. Anyway, I hope that y'all enjoy this. This is just so cool. Why? Like, I would pay that way. Like, literally, like, if I had money myself, I would give him, like, not just a free Nintendo Switch, but his family that, will need, like, a year amount of income so that they won't struggle. Because Venezuela is known for being really poor. They used to be really rich because of, like, oil that they actually have. I gotta read more about Venezuela. I don't know too much about the country compared to Mexico, though. Even though I don't know much about Mexico that much, though. Mostly Phoenix because I was raised here, not to mention since I got evicted, I haven't watched the news because we don't have cable. So, not to mention, I don't like to read everything off the internet. I don't. Only on Reddit. And maybe sometimes on Twitter. But X, right? I just hope that y'all enjoyed this. I thought it was really awesome. And also, the Bowser is supposed to be like a made-up fun name, right? So, the Boom, he's he deserves like a free game. Well, not just that, but I don't know. Okay, like literally, like just like Nintendo, pay him, please. Pay his family so that they won't struggle, and even the other, like the rest of the Venezuelans. Okay, they're going through a really difficult period, I'm sure. Enough said.